can punish the gift of healing. Nobody can punish the gift of miracle. The things that men do not know. You are quarreling with your wife. You are dragging right with your wife. Pray always if you are born a man. Hebrews 2:6. But one person in a certain place testified, saying, what is man, that thou art mindful of him? Others will make mistakes, you will remove your eye. But when man makes a mistake, what is man, that you pay attention to him? Women and children can mess up, you will overlook. But when a man, children of God, hear me today. I come to tell you how it is in my mind. Stop fighting them. They have battles in their hands. Don't add to their problem. When they are born with problems. And it starts here. Hear me. What is man, that thou art mindful of him? Or the son of man, that you visit him? Verse 7. Thou hast made him a little lower than the angels. Thou crownest him with glory and honor. And that is where they are deceived. And the head of the family, madman. You don't know anything. You crown him with glory and honor. And you set him over what he didn't know. You set him over. When things go wrong, he doesn't ask women, because he set man over. He set him over the works of your hand. Verse 8. Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet. The things that men do not know, why God doesn't take it kindly with you when you do what women do. When I began to look at this thing, please hear me out. I am not preaching this message because I'm a man. Like I said, I would have preferred to be a woman to preach this message. I am not defending any gender, but I want to uncover the truth to you. Pray for the men. Pray for them. From the beginning, when God created man and woman and put them in the Garden of Eden, God blessed both of them and said, be fruitful and multiply. I began to think, one day, the serpents came. The serpent carefully chose to come when man was not available. The serpent stayed with a woman for more than 6 hours. They were chatting. They were talking. God didn't appear until the woman became convinced that God was lying. God didn't appear. The woman ate the fruit. God did not show up. But when man arrived and the woman gave the fruit to the man did not eat the fruit because it was right. But the man ate the fruit because he didn't want trouble with the wife. If he failed to eat the fruit, the woman will bring trouble. I am not here to justify man as I preach. Listen. The man ate the fruit to have peace in his house. Do you know what happened that time? I became trouble. The moment the man ate the fruit, God appeared. Pray for the man. If you have any grudge, put it aside. He saw everything, all seeing God. The moment man ate, God appeared. Do you know what pains me? It was God that created the male and female. It was God that created man and woman. But when God appeared with anger, do you know what pained me? God called Adam. He didn't call Adam, Eve. He's supposed to call 2 of them. But the woman that ate first and gave to man was at the back. Nobody called. Pray for me. My heart is bleeding. He called Adam, where are you? Adam said, I am naked, I'm hiding. God saw everything. When you are a married man here and you are dragging right with your wife, you are a fool. Leave them. You are not facing the same thing with them. Physically, she might be bigger than you, but when you come to the spirit, you are in trouble. Pray for the men. The moment God heard the voice of Adam, God said and asked one question. Have you eaten? I didn't say has Eve eaten. Have you eaten the fruit I warned you? Adam was troubled. You warned us, not be me. You warned us. When a man of God is preaching in the church, let the women hear, or let the men pay attention. Pray for the men. I'm begging you. Men are dying. But Adam was proven to be a man. Heaven bent down their head and passed judgment. Heaven said to Adam, I am happy that I didn't give you to the woman. I am happy that you know that I gave the woman to you. Whenever you are behaving, you are quarreling with your wife, you are dragging right with your wife, always remember that the wife was given to you, you are not given to your wife. What it means is that when you begin to behave and misbehave, you can never crucify a gift. You can never punish a gift. It was man that said, it was the wife you gave to me. That means that your wife, woman, is a gift. Nobody can punish the gift of prophecy. Nobody can punish the gift of healing. Nobody can punish the gift of miracle, word of wisdom. God can never punish a gift. It is the person that received the gift that shall be punished. You know that when you begin to give punishment, you will start from the least. They started from the serpent. Serpent, because you deceived the woman, you shall be crawling on the ground, and the child of one shall bruise your head. The serpent said, yes, my Lord. When they fill it with serpent, woman, stand up, because you allowed the devil to deceive you, and you deceive your husband. You will have your punishment based when you want to born. Only. I was saying, is that all? Is that all? Is that what God will hand over to this woman? When you want to conceive and born, that is when you will have pain. That means that when you finish having children, no more pain. And when he finished with Eve, then he met the main person. Adam was the last person God judged. Look at man. The punishment of Adam was that man will suffer from beginning to the end. He said, as you go out to labor, he said, man, you will suffer. Sweat, blood, energy until you die to get what you will eat. Exodus 22, verse 22. You shall not afflict any widow, whether she is good or bad, as long as she is a widow. Hallelujah. Verse 23. If thou shalt afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. Verse 24. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. I am not angry with this, but where I am concerned, what about the widowers? What of the people that lost their wife and people are afflicting them? Will they cry? Even if you cry, nobody will hear. When a man is crying, people will think they are pretending. When a woman is crying, even when they are at fault, people will pity them. Close your mouth. That is who you are. But I'm teaching you the truth. So, man, pray for yourself. You'll be dying. People will be thinking that you are pretending. When you die, even they will pretend that you pretended to die. These people are spiritually disadvantaged. When it was time for punishment, when God said that I will take your own firstborn, can I talk to you? God did not kill both men and women. He killed only male children. If you're asking me what I'm preaching, I am telling you. I didn't come here to yarn. The moment husband and wife quarrels, the wife goes, the man's business will begin to go down. Because that was the judgment from the beginning. You will suffer. It is not the woman that did it. It is judgment waiting for you. Your wife offends you. Be wise. Even when she is at fault, she offends you. Go and buy a wrapper and come. Say, honey, do you like this? So that your prayers will not be hindered. 1 Samuel 30. Verse 3. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire. And their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voices and wept. Who told you to cry? Who they listen to you when you cry as a man? Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voices and wept until they had no more power to weep. And God didn't say anything. They didn't stop because God answered. They stopped because they became tired of crying. Verse 5. And David's two wives were taken captives. Ahoniam, the Jezreelite, and that begat the wife of Nabal. Verse 6. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him. The person where they cried, they want to stone him. Do you know why they wanted to stone him? They pretend. Because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his son and for his daughter. But David encouraged himself in the Lord. Man, pray for yourself. And David cried from morning to night. He thought that God doesn't exist again. Listen to me. Then suddenly he cleaned his eyes and said, God, shall I pursue? Shall I overtake? Don't say, now you come. They cry like woman. But if it was a woman that cried, heaven will come. Don't think you will get favor by crying to God. Favor will come when you pursue. A woman can sleep and wake up and find favor. Nobody will wake you and give you favor. If you wake, dress yourself and go out. There is a difference between what God said to Mary. You have found favor. Mary was painting her nails. Don't ask me whether I was there. Mary was brushing her hair, and the angel said to her, you have found favor. She said, hey, let it be to me as you have said. But what did the Bible say about a man? To obtain, the Bible says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. It is what you give as a man that will make you. For you to be a man that obtains favor, first of all, you will fight to be good. But a harlot can receive favor. From the book of Luke, chapter 18, verse 1. It said that men should pray without stopping, because troubles are waiting for you. Without God, you are ruined. I come today to beg everybody, pray for the men.